Hello everybody, Captain Skittles here. This is an interesting video because everyone's going to be like, bro, you're a Magic the Gathering player and you're posting a TCG video? Well, yeah. Oh, at least I think that's what you're going to say when you see the title of this video. Um, I've been working on this project the past little bit because, as you can tell, I haven't been really posting a whole lot. And so I've been having these ideas just run through my brain. And with school and such. And then I started watching this series by 1000. He's making his own TCG, and I thought it was freaking fantastic. And then there's this one guy, I can't remember his name, but he's also making a TCG from scratch. He's almost done with it, by the way. Then there's another guy who's making his TCG as well. And I just thought it would be something fun to do because I love TCGs. And so this is Devlog 1. And so I'm going to catch you up on what I've been doing as far as like thinking about this. So the idea of the game is I'm obsessed with this like image of a guy just holding a crystal, you know. So if you're familiar with Magic the Gathering, there's a card like Charcoal Diamond. Do you know what Charcoal Diamond is? You probably do. Anyway, Charcoal Diamond is a guy holding a crystal. And so I'm just obsessed with that picture. And so I'm like, what can I do with that picture? And so I kind of like tried to play a little bit off of Magic the Gathering a little bit because it's like my favorite game. And I made the flagship card, or at least just the freaking playtest version of it, because I haven't actually designed any cards yet. Also, I don't have any art work for anything because obviously I'm not an artist. So if you're an artist, comment. I might need your help. Anyway, so the flagship card of this is basically Sol Ring. Basically. So it's so there's this card called an effect card. And I'll get into the details of that in a little bit. But it's a 0 cost, so you have to pay 0 crystals, which the currency and the stuff that you use to cast your spells in this TCG is crystals. Okay, so it costs 0 crystals, and it's called Mining Expedition, and it adds 2 crystals to your resources, whatever it is. Because I spent like a week actually writing things down on this so far, so I don't have all the details yet. It's gonna be great, but it's basically Sol Ring, but on an instant, if you know the Magic the Gathering terms. But anyway, it's pretty great, and so that's gonna be the flagship card for this TCG, because it's based around mining, you know, like Minecraft. I basically took Minecraft, mixed it with a charcoal diamond or whatever other diamonds there are, you know, the people holding the diamonds, you know. I took Minecraft, mixed it with a TCG, mixed it with that charcoal diamond, and then added some gods and called it good. So that's how it is so far. And so the name that I've actually kind of come up with for this so far is GEO. It's an acronym, GEO, and it stands for Gods, Evil, and Order. And it's geo because, you know, geology, mining, you know, digging in the earth for geological finds. I thought it was a fun play on words, and I thought it was absolutely fantastic. And so the whole premise of the game is the fact that I've mixed a whole bunch of my favorite TCGs together. So for Star Wars Unlimited, they have base cards. And so I've decided to have deity or hero cards or god cards that are basically your base or your commander or something like that. It's going to be okay. It's going to be cool. But I mixed the kind of commander-esque zone with the base card for Star Wars Unlimited with the Magic's commander, and I just kind of smushed them together. I don't know if we're going to be able to play the deity card yet. I don't know how that's going to work. I'm kind of just working out the details. But that's basically your life total. And every basic deity card starts with 20 health. So kind of similar to, what's it called? Star Wars Unlimited, where they start with either 25 or 30 base health. And so I thought it was really cool to add that kind of in there. But then also, I liked the idea of being able to defend your own cards from people's attacks just by where they're placed. And Pokemon has an active Pokemon spot, and then it has the bench. And so I kind of incorporated that into the battlefield kind of format, except I have a front line and I have a back line. And right now there's no limit on how many cards you can have there, but you can only move the card to the front line or to the back line once per turn. And so I thought that was pretty interesting. And to start off, I think that the standard quote format for this should be a 45 card deck with maximum 4 copies each and one deity card. So that's 44 cards in your main deck and one deity card. And then I'm pretty sure maximum hand size is going to be like 5, so you draw to 5 every single time. And so we'll see how it goes. The kind of story behind it is there's 8 different types of crystals. There's a light crystal, a dark crystal, and then their associated basic crystals. So there's a total of 8 crystals. It's quite a lot of resources that are different, but I think the diversity will actually give it a unique sense, because Pokemon has like so many different energy types and Pokemon types, while Magic has only 5. And then I liked the Star Wars Unlimited version of, light and dark. And so I kind of incorporated that into that as well. And so there's 6 total basic crystals, and then there's also the light and dark crystals, kind of mimicking Star Wars Unlimited there. And so you can see my favorite games, Pokemon, Magic, and Star Wars Unlimited, kind of showing a little bit there. Obviously, Magic the Gathering is my favorite, and so I'm going to be trying to mimic some of this stuff by also making it unique, So, yeah, that's what I've got so far. And I know this is a completely random video in comparison to my normal content, but I thought it would be cool, and because I was so busy, I thought I might as well just do something simple that I can just do on the weekends. And so it's a weekend, I'm uploading this on a weekend when I have free time, because my schedule is actually getting really busy with school and work, and so I don't really have a whole lot of time to actually upload the stuff that I want to upload. And so me and my editor are actually working on trying to figure out how to do that. But when I have weekends, I'm going to do either something like a TCG devlog, or I'm going to be doing my normal Magic the Gathering content. So weekends is kind of where it's going to be right now. I really am sorry. So just like this video if you want to see more of these devlogs for my TCG. And then also subscribe if you want to see the fruition of this TCG. But then also comment if you're an artist, or comment if you want to give feedback on any of the ideas that I actually had in this TCG. But then also stay posted on my channel, because I'm going to have more Magic the Gathering content hopefully soon, because I'm trying, but I'm so freaking busy all the dang time. But anyway, I am going to piece the heck out of here, and I'm going to take this, because guess what? I got a freaking camcorder for a phone now. I have the Z Flip. It's freaking great.